welcome to Nine Souls! So far in Nine Souls, we've been making our way through a world that is pseudo-ancient, but actually super sci-fi. We are playing as an alien race called the Solarians, a alien species that basically conquered Earth in a way. They originally are from a country, a planet called Pangalai, a world that is 90% water compared to ours, which is 70. A world that is 90% water, and on that planet there was a disease called the Qiandao, I think it was. There's another one that is like a very similar name. Here, I'll figure it out real quick. I'll figure it out because it's right here. I know where it is. I can find it. I know it. I'm a knower. I'm aware. I'm a knower. Well, look at this. I'm so good at knowing things. I'm so well known. I'm such a knower. Qianhuo. It's right there. It says it's the first one. Qianhuo. So there was a Qianhuo catastrophe, and we don't know what that is. I assume it's a disease of some kind, but I really don't know. There was a big catastrophe, and it caused a secret Illuminati-esque organization called the Qiandao Council to reveal themselves. They basically took control of this situation, a group of scientists, and created a thing called the Eternal Cauldron Project, or rather, the initial concepts for the Eternal Cauldron Project. Together, they all basically abandoned their home planet of Pangalai and came down to Earth, the pale blue dot, and conquered a mountain called Kunlun. It is a real-life mountain that exists. They took it over, and now Kunlun is known in two different segments. There's New Kunlun and Ancient Kunlun. Ancient Kunlun is the one that we know. But New Kunlun is where they took over this section of the world. Inside of New Kunlun, using the Eternal Cauldron Project, they work towards they work towards surviving the Qianhuo disease. The reason I think it's a disease is because this guy actually died from it. He died from the Qianhuo. So I assume that's why. But they came here to basically survive it. And there are multiple different, eras inside of there. Eras where a leader named Lear chose to stop advancing technology and science and instead embrace Taoism, religion. There are eras where they went crazy with science, an era that we are kind of currently in, where the Eternal Cauldron Project got advanced rapidly, and we are starting to learn more and more about what the Eternal Cauldron Project is. It seems as though it is something along the lines of The Matrix, in a way, where you are put into an eternal rest until you are able to be healed, maybe? It seems like it might be something like that. It's like a cryo-sleep kind of thing, maybe? Regardless, I digress. Eventually, down the line, we were woken up. Our name is Yi. We were woken up, and we went against the Solarians. We went against the 9 souls. All 9 dictate different areas of this city, this New Kunlun. All of them are different leaders of things. So, for example, this is Yan Lao, who worked in storage. This is Gomong, who worked in livestock and agriculture. This is Ji Quan, who worked in security. Lady Ethereal directly managed the Soulscape system, which is basically the Matrix, as I said. So each of them had different jobs. Kwafu was like maintenance. Each of them had different jobs to lead over. And we are one of those 9 souls. However, we have yet to figure out what our role in this system is. We are the 10th soul. There's also multiple souls that we haven't met yet. But regardless, I digress. For some reason, we turned against them. We didn't like the vision that they had. We didn't like what they were doing. So rather than continuing to push ahead with them, we chose to fight. And at the beginning of the game, we were defeated by, assumedly, the leader of the 9 souls, and left for dead. But we didn't die. We survived and came back, and now are systematically going through and killing all of the leaders, or defeating them at the very least, in an attempt to get vengeance, ? Free all the ape men from slavery? Oh, we also have a sister? She might be dead? In the last cutscene that we seen our sister, we died? Yeah, that's all I got for now. I don't know. Very cryptic story that I'm meant to be piecing together as we go, and it's a very hard thing to piece together. Right before we ended last time, we were informed that there is a giant worm, that is terrorizing the village of ape men, as you can see here. And by defeating it, we can get a serum to undo the poison of the serpent. Where this serpent is, I don't remember. Oops. It's probably over here. I thought this game was about a cat with a katana. The lore goes crazy. This game is developed by a studio that previously only made horror games. And because of that, the story fucking goes places. Okay, it's starting to seem like it's not over here. So I gotta refresh myself real quick. Okay, let me go back and talk to that lady. Maybe they can give me a hint of where it is again. So the reason the background is flickering like that is because we're basically in a giant dome. You can see the dome in...
I want that chubby communist girl off the show.
This image right here. See in this little tiny image how there's kind of like a dome looking thing? This is theoretically on top of a mountain, and we are inside of that dome. Not giving me a lot of guidance of where this thing was. I don't have like a mission list or anything. So that's the mountain, and then we transformed it into that. So at the top of Kunlun, there's a giant dome that is New Kunlun, and that's what we're inside of right now. And then you can see this symbol right here. I think this might represent the 10 souls, maybe? Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So that's the 10 souls, and we're one of those. Oh, there's a bigger version right here. Maybe this guy will give me a hint. Got a lot of free times on your hands? Why do you keep talking to me? Oh, I know. You become a booze hound, haven't you? Well, that doesn't help me. Well. Hi. Okay. Yellow dragon snake venom sac. the venom sac of a giant yellow dragon snake that resided in the Forbidden Cave. It can be handed over to Shenong to make an antidote. Dragon snakes aren't normally venomous. Ecological hazards may have breached the damaged boundaries of the livestock area, affecting life in the village.
Just what I needed. Damn it, how did you get so agile?
Practice makes perfect. There's really no way around it. Okay, so how do we make the antidote?
Remember how I'm immune to poisons? I don't know the reason either. But when I ingest poison, my body neutralizes the toxins. Whatever I expel ends up being an antidote. Give me the venom sac and I'll show you.
Wait, what? Did you say you were going to swallow it and...
No. What? Never heard of mouth chewing wine before?
I'm not blind. That wasn't just chewing. You literally put...
Why are you making such a big fuss? You didn't mind the other drinks I brewed up.
The other... So, all this time, everything I've had with you was brewed in this manner?
Yeah, what of it? Like I said, no one brews like how I brew. It's a little too late to be disgusted now. You liked what I had to serve up at the end of the day, right? All done. This'll nullify the snake venom. Give it to that unfortunate boy.
Why don't you give it to him yourself?
Ha! No way. I wasn't the one who hunted down that snake. Why should I take the credit?
You're the only one who can make this antidote. You at least deserve some credit.
Yeah, right. That's not how they think. Right now, you're the hero, and I'm the outsider.
You can be so stubborn. Fine. This is the last time I'm doing this. This snake venom antidote made by Shenong can be handed over to the shaman to heal any affected villagers. The brewing process may seem unhygienic, but Shenong's brews really do have an incredible healing effect.
Oh, you're back.
For a second there, I forgot there wasn't voice acting.
Oh, you're back. I mean, praise the coming of the Divine One. We are eternally grateful.
You can skip that last part. Every second counts when saving a life. Here's the antidote.
What? It really was an antidote. Thank you. There's so few of us left, so we must try and...
Give him the antidote first. You'll have all the time to say thank you later.
His fever is gone, and his rash is receding. And thank the heavens. Thank you so much for lending a helping hand.
You should be thanking someone else.
No.
So you knew from the very beginning. Also, what happened to your reverent tone? Did you forget to worship me?
Your humble subject has severely wronged you. Divine One, please forgive this egregious transgression.
Now you're giving me a headache. If gods really existed, why would anyone have to suffer? You should just talk to me normally.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. It would take little for those outsiders to destroy us.
So that's how it is. You already knew the truth behind Peach Blossom Village in the outside world.
I had an inkling. I used to be just like Anong, full of doubt, or should I say curiosity. But my awakening happened early, when I found out about those outside our village, in our worlds beyond our world.
Does anyone else know?
I was the only one left, but we never expected all this to happen to us.
Well, the situation has changed. You won't be able to protect your village by simply obeying us gods.
What else can we do?
Find a way to protect yourselves.
Okay.
This is for you, Uncle Chubby.
For me? It's a it's a pallet vase. Who taught you to make one of these?
I asked Abacus what kind of gift you would like. He said that people of Ying have a custom painting... Have a custom of painting stories on vases.
The glaze could have been applied more evenly, but for an ape man, it's passable.
I could have made an even better one if I had more time to practice.
That's way better than what I could have managed. I was never talented in these things. Oh, since when did you appear? I didn't even see you there. That's because your eyes were glued on your gift. That I won't deny. You never gave me all that many gifts to begin with. So, what story did you paint on this vase?
It's a story about me, Uncle Chubby, and Yi living together here.
Oh, is that so? I see. I see tears welling up in your eyes. If you want to cry, you should just let it all out. Shut up! You're just saying things!
What? Did I do a bad job painting you?
No, I just... this is the first time I've ever received a gift like this. Thanks, kid.
Aw, they're bonding. Aw. Oh, hi. Can I get up there somehow? Oh, there we go. Oh, was that the thing that I was missing? It was. So there's one more down here. I'm gonna check a look. See if I can't find it. Because it could be the thing to level up this plant that gets me the big chest. I don't know. Oh, there's just a node down here that I never got. Huh. Drew can't stop thinking about cum seems like a typical Saturday. It's Saturday? Oh yeah, would you look at that? How you doing, Anna? Oh, I can't get through this. Interesting. What if there's a shortcut? Oh, hey. Somewhere. I've been over here though, right? Yeah, it says I got everything. Okay. So it's really just this one path that I never went down. I need to use my arrows more. Just sat down to eat for the first time today. What'd you get? Have I done this? I don't know. What is this? Is this a new room or is this like a in-map thing? This is a new room. Okay. Wait, did I say research center? I wonder if that's the old lady that killed me off the rip. Killed me off the rip. Why did I do that? Okay, well. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, it's right behind my camera. Maybe that's the thing that I missed. Golden Yinglong egg. The Yinglong lays a gargantuan egg every 100 years. It looks like a normal egg, but the embryo contains a deadly neurotoxin. Oh, there's like a dude in there. Homie's gonna eat that dude? I guess we do the same thing whenever we eat eggs, but like, you know, not really a dude in there, there's just the potential for a dude. The potential of dude. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have no energy to cook anything. That's fair. Should get something else after you eat some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, though. Something more filling. Hey, Chompers, how you doing? Sorry you haven't eaten all day. Here's a little dude for you to chomp.
What?
Careful, this is a Yinglong egg. The embryo has already formed. If you don't chew it thoroughly, it might bite your tongue off. Don't worry, my tongue's tougher than my teeth. Interesting. Like a mix of eggs and meat. It's also been soaking day in, day out in the chemical fertilizer area, so if you eat it, you're theoretically... the meat is fragrant, the bones are crisp, and that aftertaste is... Oh, that's weird. My tongue's getting numb. Nothing beats the thinking while sitting by the fireside. Well, that damn bee monster giving me so much trouble. I sure needed a break. What bee monster? Did you bump into the Phoenix guard outside? What? Is that not allowed? Watch yourself. We're surrounded by hazards on all sides. Don't just run out on your own. That's nonsense. I've been all over this damn place. Yeah, I've even been to that filthy cave with the ugly murals. You can find a bunch of poisons there. Cave? Statues? You went out there all on your own? What? Don't you underestimate me. That was nothing.
Well, I did all of that. I've now completed this area entirely, and never found a thing to make this plant grow more. So I can only assume that either it is in a different area, or I can do this right now, and I'm just, you know, maybe it's just a skill issue. Or maybe I'll get an ability later to do it, I don't know. Hi, Yovis, how are you? Back to content. Actually, didn't I have a shortcut from the elevator at the other spot? At the other, thingy? I wish I didn't have to go back to the pavilion to then teleport to somewhere else. It adds a loading screen that isn't really necessary. Work kicked my butt today? Well, are you gonna take that? Kick it back! Hey, man. Joe, what's what? Was, there another path? No. That just leads to the boat area. Okay. What is this? Oh. Interesting. Hi, Tiefling. Oof. No idea how to do that. I guess it might just be a dash thing. Okay. Oh! I have some recyclables now. Oops. I don't know if there's anything else out there that I wanted. I'm gonna go back up real quick. Can I hack that from here? No. Okay. Okay. I'm doing great. So I can't get in there from here, so maybe I could dash up and get into that? I don't know, let's try. Oop, that didn't work. No, I'm not like a train hater or anything, but I don't really like trains, no. That's fair. I kind of like the engineering behind trains and stuff like that. That's very much something that I care about, but no, not really a train guy. I don't have that flavor of autism. Why, do you like trains? I do. I know a few people who like are big into trains, which is cool. Dang. Hey, Midnight Experiment, how you doing? How's your stream? Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. In Michigan, we have the train? I did not know that. Interesting. Schedule 1 is a blast and had fun today. One of these days, you gotta go through your clips and delete all the random ones. That's your marketing, dog. Yeah, you have a nice night. Love you. Mwah! Hey, man. All right. I'll take it. Dang. Costs a lot of dollars to go on it, though. That sucks. There's multiple Polar Expresses. Do you think the movie was first or the trains? I don't have a particular train that I like. I do, however, watch YouTube videos of the Japanese train rides and imagine I'm on them. That's really cool. The bullet trains. I don't have a favorite train either. So do you prefer steam-powered trains because of that experience farm? Well, I forgot that I can't do that yet. Get ignored. Like the old-fashioned ones, trains were very much, I feel as though there's a window of time where train engineering just wasn't that interesting. Probably because of industries focusing so much on other forms of travel, like planes and cars. Well, this sucks. Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's a window of time where trains just weren't that interesting because industry was focused on other forms of travel, that being planes and cars. Because of that, trains kind of got ignored, when in reality, if we focus down on trains, at least for America, transportation would be a lot better. Transportation would be a lot more fluid, a lot more easy for Americans as a whole. It would cause a lot of issues to be solved. Not all the issues, definitely not, but a lot in the relation of worker availability would increase, or rather be solved. Because all of a sudden, anyone is able to get anywhere in a very short amount of time. On top of that, it also cancels out a lot of greenhouse gases since less people are driving. More people are taking trains, less people are driving, which results in lesser greenhouse gases overall. So while the train itself may still be producing greenhouse gases, and pollution in general, because there's only one train having like 20 people or whatever, compared to 20 vehicles, it's lesser. So like, in reality, going that way for public transportation and trains, would have been better in a lot of ways for America as a whole. The rest of the world is a mixed bag because some of them did fund that kind of transportation, especially as Chompers was saying, Japan. Japan did focus down on public transportation in that way, and that's why we have the bullet trains, which are super fucking interesting to look at the engineering that's behind them and the way that those function, the way that those work. Because, like, in a way, some of them are straight up like a fucking rail cannon. Like, they're really interesting. But because people like Henry Ford got in the way of trains being available in America, it is just an industry that has been long neglected. I was trying to figure out how to parry those, and I never learned. Nice. Cool. I just had to reposition a little bit. I think that public transport fact makes me just as angry as the Library of Alexandria. That capitalism, or more specifically big business Henry Ford and other car vehicle industries of the time, stopped us from having public transportation availability. Yeah. I think that public transport is definitely a big one that, again, mainly America, but other countries do have problems as well in relation to this. What the fuck? Oh. Other countries do have problems in relation to this as well, but mainly America. I do think public transportation is a big one that America needs to solve, and figuring out how to get that to a place that is actually decent and on par with other countries. Most of all with trains and, what the fuck is it called when it's like a train, but it's like a ferry? Not a ferry, that's a boat. What is it called? The train that is like in city line and it has like the line above the road. Trolley. And like trolleys and stuff. Like we should have something to that level in a lot of places. Trams as well, I think that's also a word for it. I think those are both right. I think that's a big problem that America and a lot of other countries have, is that stuff. But wow, that killed that guy right away. Education is another big one, you know, obviously civil rights. Like, there's a lot of, like... Fuck. Like, there's a lot of issues. But I think the number one for me, in my opinion, the very root of everything, is I think we need a president, or whatever, that takes office and has their number one primary goal is simply to abolish the Electoral College. I think that's the number one. If we got rid of the Electoral College, our votes would actually matter. I think that's the number one for America. But, yeah. Yeah. Every single vote should count for one. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter the color of your skin. Every single vote should be one vote. That's how it should work. Overcomplicating it beyond that degree is meaningless. It makes it look like there's a down. It makes me feel like there's a down. Is there a down? No. Hi Ace, how are you? But it's kind of hard for a politician to singly suggest that even, because that's how they got elected, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, you're going to get a lot of people being like, oh, they're trying to rig the election by removing the Electoral College. And it's like, no, it's not rigging the election. It's making it better. It's making it actually make sense. Nice. Nice. Is this waterfall hurting me? I didn't know that. Okay, I seen that there was another way over there, but it's kind of easier for me to get over there than it is for me to get where I'm at. So I'm gonna go... Oof. I got this. Dang it, not this time. Why does that kill me? No! First try. Ah, fuck, there's so much more, though. Well, how do I get back there? Is it from right here? Yeah. Oops. I think we're gonna have to wait around for a decade or so to even begin getting there. The brainwashing is gonna last long after is out of office, yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect a train talk to get here. Oh, I can only hit that once? Okay, now I know. I think after I hit it, I have to... I think after I hit it, I have to double jump again? Nope. Nope, I had it. I was overthinking it. Dang. I was overthinking it, just like the politicians when they put the Electoral College in place. Dang. Moodang, don't you fucking dare mention that traitor in my chat. I'm just gonna run by these guys. Oh, I can't. I have to fight them. Whoa. I don't know how that happened. But I'll take it. Moodimmadang. Man. No, I think for the first time in my whole life, I think I got a haircut that was too short. I cut my hair down to 4.5 inches, which is so big, by the way. That's so long. That's so long. A lot of people would say too much. A lot of people. It's so long. But I cut it down to 4.5, and I think I should have cut it down to 5. Oh, I see where I am. Yeah, okay. to add extensions, or I could wait like a week, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 8, maybe 10. Oh, I see. There we go. I forgot about this. A week. Egg batter, egg batter, egg batter, egg batter. My CB sticker got here? Hell yeah, what are you gonna stick it on? Where are you gonna? I'll show you where you can stick it. This on the inside? That's dangerous. That's gonna hurt. Broke the valve. Dang. Probably on my Peter. But what happens when you upgrade your Peter? Yeah, it's a shrimp frying rice sticker. You can put it on your laptop. Yeah, put it on your lap. No! I'm good. I could. It'll go next to my wee wee. Wee wee wee. Chad, did I tell you all that I've been shiny hunting in Monster Hunter? That's from the lack of content, from the lack of new content in Monster Hunter, that's what I've been, brought to. That's the links that I've gone to. I'm now shiny hunting in Monster Hunter just to have something to do. How's your shinies going? It's going pretty well. I'm at, I think I'm at 12 large, 9. I'm at 9 small, 11 large, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I know I'm at 9 small right now. But I have more, like, in the bank. I'm just holding them. To be able to do it with other people so that they can also get the crowns. Yeah. You want to join me on my quest? A little. I hear that Mizu's gold crown is huge. It was very big. And that was the second time that I ever... Actually, the third. I failed out on my second time. That was the third time that I ever fought Mizu. The second time that I've defeated them. Terrifying. I have not learned that fight. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm getting there. I also still haven't really learned Arkveld either. I've learned. Arkveld is a little hard for me to get down in my brain. But I'm getting there. A little hard for me to figure out. Oh, that's Schmeat. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different place. Why are they packaging the Schmeat here? What is this area called? Sky Tower. I thought I was going through like a spiritual area or something, but now I'm in an area that seems to be for like royals? GM fertilizer. That's what I was looking for! A genetically modified fertilizer specifically formulated by Gomong for New Kunlun. While it promotes the growth of other genetically modified crops, it may also trigger random mutations. This fertilizer is highly corrosive, so any body part that comes into contact with it must be immediately rinsed with water. Chemical burns. Struggling hard right now with Ray Dow. They're about to introduce arc-tempered Ray Dow, I learned. Which is going to be crazy. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to come back up here somehow. So... Can I go up? Am I allowed? Floor locked. Okay. So this goes down to Lake Yaochi! But not anywhere that I need, necessarily. I'm gonna open my window real quick. I've been doing arena quests and I've discovered that Sword and Shield is pretty fun. Sword and Shield is very fun. The tactic for Sword and Shield that I learned, and it's like the main way that I use it, is you press B and back, or in your case, I guess, circle and back, and you do like a little back step, and then you press forward and either X or I think it's Y. You press forward and press Y, and you'll start attacking, right? And then eventually you'll flash red, and when you do, you press B and Y, or in your case, circle and triangle at the same time, and you do a big attack where you fly up in the air, and you can either press circle or Y, or circle or triangle, to do like either a sword attack down or a shield attack down. It's really cool. It's really cool. There's a lot of cool combos. I feel like, in my opinion, that's a weird sentence. I feel like, and in my opinion, that doesn't make sense. Anyways, in my opinion, Sword and Shield has the highest skill ceiling, but is incredibly easy to learn right off the rip. So, like, there is a lot of depth when you start to really dig into Sword and Shield, but it's really easy to just start using. Oops. Oh, I should do the, where's my boy?
You, what's that funny smelling thing you got?
This is GM fertilizer that helps crops grow bigger.
Can I have some? My tree hasn't been growing lately.
Are you still looking after that tree? I did say it was of unknown origin.
But this is the first time I've ever managed to grow something this successfully.
Sure, then here you go. Be very careful with it, though it's a potent mix of several different medicinal ingredients, so it should not be ingested.
I got it. I'm not the type of person who tries things to see what they taste like.
But you are.
It's corrosive, buddy. Don't touch it. There's no more space on the floor. How about the shelf?
Not enough room for all your stuff?
No, I can make more room. I've only now just realized how many interesting things you've taught me. Look at all the stuff you brought me too. And I thought you were just trying to brush me off at first.
I didn't expect you to be so interested in Solarian affairs.
It's really fun. I didn't realize there was so much out there in your world to learn. But what I don't get is if Penglai was so interesting, why'd you guys leave?
We didn't want to leave. Us Solarians got sick. We couldn't stay in Penglai anymore.
Did they get better after coming here?
They did not. But just like with your book, if you don't read the last page, you won't need to fear the bad ending.
What? I've never read the ending of a story. I don't really want an ending.
I wouldn't worry. I'd say there's still a long way to go before you reach your ending.
Under Yi's influence, Xuan has gained a deep understanding of the knowledge and culture of Solarians. He has also been applying this knowledge in new ways. What he doesn't know is that this will have a profound impact for all future ape men. I was expecting to be chilling over here with a fully grown tree.
I can barely see the top from here.
It's incredible! I've never seen such a huge tree before. I want to see how tall it can get. There's just one problem. How are we supposed to trim the upper branches?
That wouldn't be a problem for those of the human kingdom. Most of them can handle low-altitude flight. Their cities develop vertically, so big trees like this are perfect for them. That woman must have brought the seed from her hometown.
So they can all fly? That's so cool! So their cities look like huge forests? I wish I could go there for myself.
Don't get too excited. They inhabit a resource-starved wasteland, so everything they grow is GM'd to hell and back.
You know, what is this GM you keep talking about?
Genetic modification, otherwise known as transmutation. For example, if someone wants to fly, they can incorporate avian genes in their body to grow a pair of wings. By using the same technology on a plant, we can produce all sorts of high-efficiency crops.
That's why some of those trees out there taste like meat? Can we also be GM'd?
Can we? I want to be GM so I can be fluffy like you guys!
Please, don't. Actually, you're already quite different from the original ape men.
Have you been GM'd too? The other people in your tribe all look taller than you.
That has nothing to do with genetic modification.
Called him short.
And now, I can get up here. That's not how this chest works.
Even small.
Hedgehog Jade allows precise parries to inflict internal damage to the enemy. Harness their power and return the favor. Allows precise parrying. Isn't that what I'm already doing? Isn't that what I'm already doing? Aren't I already doing internal damage when I'm parrying? Aren't I already doing that? I thought I was already doing that. What? I'll have to do some testing. Hang on. I got a bunch of recyclables. Do I have enough? I have 1,300 right now. If I use all of these... I get up to 2,900. Can I purchase... Oh, you don't have any more. Oh, well, that's not ideal. I can purchase poison and increase my max health. But what about what Kwafu's selling? Do you have anything? I can get another pipe upgrade. Marginally enhances the healing effects of your medicine pipe. I mean, why not? Requires herb catalyst. Okay. Expands the maximum number of shots available for Azure bow. This was developed by Kwafu to maximize Azure sand capacity. So is that using... Oops. So is that using these? Oh yeah, it is. So that strengthens arrow, not the amount of sand that I have. I see. Increases explosive power, increases attack damage, increases attack power, and grants the ability to break shields. That's pretty good. Maybe I want that. Maybe I want to be able to break shields with my arrow. That would actually give it a purpose. Because I don't really use my arrows that much. Maybe I'll do that. Maximizes attack power and grants the ability to penetrate through shields. I mean, I could get both. Have a good floor time. Okay. All right. Status? Oh, I see. What do I want? I need to test out this, what the precise parry thing means. Because I need to teleport back, actually. I need to find an enemy that's close to a, node, so that I can see what it means by parrying in that way. Hello? Okay. But I was gonna say before, but I got distracted. You can buy off-brand N64 controllers that work like normal controllers. Oh, it's not a decrease. I thought when I was parrying, I was causing internal damage this whole time. I know I do it on the red attacks. I guess it's only been the red attacks. Maybe I do want that. Yeah. Yeah, I do. That's very good. Having that ability, that's very good. Okay, so, I couldn't go this way, right? There's another row bit somewhere that I need to hack. Found it. Oops, press the wrong button. Oops, press the wrong button. Oops, press the right button but missed. The better reality. Dang it! Dang it! Aw, dang it! There we go. First try. There we go. Now I have that. Oh, it's just a chest? I was expecting more. Still worth it. There's one more thing over here. One more path. Hello. Am I not meant to be doing internal damage on these parries? Forgot that worked like that. Not those. Okay. God damn! Ow. See. Dang. Ooh. Hey, man. Okay. All right. Boop. I'm glad that wasn't anything bad, because I definitely didn't check before I went down. What's down here? Is this a shortcut? It is, yeah. So it's up the elevator. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is this gonna turn off the water? Oh, would you looky there. Well, would you looky there. A boss that we'll see after this ad. Oh, look, a boss. Ow. Oh, wow, that's... Whoa, hey. Okay, that's one. Oh, I didn't mean to be small. Oops. I like how, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misremembering the position of this. I definitely thought that I was going to be taking over the machine again, like I did in, Old Man's area. And instead, I'm fighting the machine that I was in. Or rather... Okay. Or rather, oops. A version of that machine that is occupied. Oh. Oh! Attempt 3. Oh, did my prediction not pop? Oh, my prediction thing's broken. Oh. Dark steel. Is it because my authentication is broken, or is it because of the API change? Yeah, I hope that they're fixing it. I hope that they're working on it, but you know, can only expect so much from people. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I had to parry it once just to prove that I could. You know what I mean? We're still playing. I'm an expert cook. Currently producing the breath of God. My weed is a religious experience. Ooh. Oh, hi. I wish I liked Schedule 1, but I just did not enjoy it. But simulators very commonly aren't my thing. So. Not surprised. Water purification system warning. Warning. The water in the Empyrean district has been contaminated. Please cease all passenger-related water deliveries. Floating atop the ruins of Lake Yaochi Lake. What? Floating atop the ruins of Yaochi Lake, the Empyrean district is the council-designated living and hibernation space for all Solarians. Excuse me. Water and food are transported up the Sky Tower and stored in the district's lower levels. The Sky Tower extends further down, connecting to the Daybreak Tower on the surface and New Kunlun's research center deep underground. Sims aren't my thing either because they're all first person. Yeah. Ain't it just the way? Okay. Oh. Boop. Oh, okay. Oh, I can dash through that? Oh. Okay, I assume... Oh, maybe this is how I will get that chest. Yes. I'm sleepy, but not sleepy. That was me last night after I drank more tea at 3 a.m. so that I could do my the second chapter of the recording I was videotaping. Who the fuck am I? And then had to go to bed at like 7 or something, which is not enough time for the tea to wear off. I have to return some videotapes. I mean, like, it very much seems to me like this is a different zone unrelated to this zone. I mean, like, there is more here. Maybe I have to go... Maybe I was in the right place before. Yeah. Oh. Well, ain't that a problem? How many thingies do I have right now? Money? About 2,000. Well. Guess I can't, take fast travel. I guess I can't fast travel. Okay, guess I fast traveled anyways. It is what it is. Progress more important than money that I can get back, I guess. Oh. Oh, never mind. I am gonna hack one. Could I have used this for the fight? I probably could have used this for the fight. Oh. Oh well, I proved that I'm better. I proved that I'm better and I don't need it. Okay. This is where I actually need to go, I think. Well, never mind. It just ends, huh? It says there's a path. I guess this is where I'll end up after I do something else. But how do I get in there? I don't know. Everyone keeps telling me I need to switch from energy drinks to tea, but I just don't like tea. What I would suggest is, what I would suggest is try out different creamer types or milk types. Or crack, you can do crack. So for me specifically, I drink chai tea. I know. With hazelnut creamer. And doing it that way kind of makes the tea kind of taste like chocolate milk in a way. Not exactly, but it kind of is in that vein, and it is so delicious. So like, while sure you might not like tea just straight, like basically black coffee, try out different creamer types, and eventually you might find one that's more your thing. I make chai lattes. Yeah, I like chai lattes. That's very much my thing. Where did this go? Oh, a place that I haven't been.
My lord, have you reached the Empyrean district? I've never been there myself, but I would venture a guess that those exclusive areas must be decked with majestic scenery and magnificent splendor. However, the security level for the living quarters is also extremely high, with many guards patrolling even during dormant periods.
Something's off about this place. It's too quiet, and the security is relatively lax. Could this be another trap?
Please forgive me, but I do not have enough data points to make a judgment.
It doesn't matter. I'm too deep in the tiger's den to stop now.
May you succeed, my lord.
So, 400 milligrams of energy drinks, I assume you mean? So energy drinks and tea function differently. Same with coffee and tea. They are different kinds of stuff. I don't know the science behind it. I'm not going to pretend that I do. But basically, it's... tea is a... what was the word I used before? It's a... tea is a slow-release version of caffeine. Energy drinks and coffee are quick-release caffeine. So when you drink tea, you feel it over time. It keeps you going over time. Meanwhile, drinking an energy drink or drinking coffee is an immediate hit. And they work differently in that way. So drinking 3 cups of tea will give you the same energy level as 1. Holy shit. Guess he really doesn't want me to cross that street. It'll give you the same energy level as something like that, but it's a slow release, so it'll do it over time rather than instantly. Personally, for me, on my days off, I don't drink energy drinks. On my days off, if I'm working on stuff, so if I'm writing or something... If I'm writing or something, then I'll have 3 cups of tea throughout my day. One when I wake up, one after I finish eating, and then one around 2, 3 a.m.-ish. Keep in mind that I commonly... Keep in mind that I commonly go to bed around 7 a.m., usually sleep around 8 or 9. So at 2 or 3 a.m. I'll drink another, and that's my 3 cup of teas for the day. And that's enough to keep me going throughout. I believe the recommended maximum for any caffeine is 600 milligrams, but I could be remembering wrong. Oh, is it the grass? Oh, they don't like me stepping on the grass? Interesting. Rip. So quiet here in comparison to the last area. Felt like the last area was bumbling, meanwhile here feels so quiet and relaxed and very much like a calm, which seeing that especially makes me feel like it's preparing me for something, like it's all a facade, like it's calm before the storm. I fucked it up. I read that as I showed my tits. I showed my sis the sticker. I pointed to it and I said, "Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice?" She told me to shut up. She doesn't know the meme. Like, shut up! Like that.
Hey.
Hang on. There's an ad.
Hey, mister, need a tour?
DMs? Oh, fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, mister, need a tour? As that old saying goes, how did it go again? Enjoy a sublime eternity amongst the evergreen foothills. New Kunlun, second home of your dreams. How about a drink? What do you say? Hi, Mr. Streamer, can you please play the Outer Wilds theme? Please and thank.
I'll learn it eventually. You serve alcohol?
No, not since they ran out. This humble servant only serves stories. What will it be? Have you decided on your order?
I burped. Give me a status report on this region.
No greeting? How improper. You can keep ignoring me, but you're not going to find any other facility to interact with. These entertainment facilities weren't designed to run for too long. They all became useless after the Solarian went to sleep. Restaurants, tea houses, taverns, and tailors in the Empyrean district have all ceased operations. Coupled with the high rate of accidents recently, it may not be particularly safe to walk around.
What accidents?
The rate of irregular awakenings has increased. They can't communicate and are extremely irritable. The system now classifies them as non-intelligent creatures, so I don't have to guide them. You're the only one that stands out. You're lucid, and I like that. Let me treat you to another drink, or you prefer some free sleep assistance?
What does free sleep assistance entail?
On this nearly endless voyage, it is only inevitable that some are awakened due to unknown anomalies. If you're one such person, please find the nearest robot and ask for sleep assistance. I have 10 different conversation modes, lullabies in different languages, and an extensive collection of jokes that should help ease your nerves.
Thanks, but I won't be needing your assistance.
You're welcome. It's the least I could do for a wonderful friend like you. Once sleeping assistance hasn't concluded, the guards will take you back to your hibernation pod. They are not amenable to delays or objections, so please cooperate.
Where is the soul in charge of this district?
How should I say this? No one's in charge. During the planning and construction of the Empyrean district, Lord Fuxi was the one in charge. However, Lady Nuwa seems to be the only person I've seen around these days. Lady Nuwa pays little attention to affairs outside her banquets. I recommend contacting the Dusk Guardian logistics team.
Banquets?
Oh, those banquets make me tremble with envy. Lady Nuwa hosts a banquet every 10 years in the depths of the Enlightenment Sanctum. It's a spectacular event, exclusive to the Fang clan and their closest VIP friends. You may not qualify, and you don't look like a legal adult, but you can still try your luck.
What the hell are those two thinking, waking up so regularly?
Yes, if you leave your hibernation pod, the Qianhuo virus in your body will continue to spread, just as you're doing at this very moment. But if life's getting shorter anyways, why not make the most of it and party, right?
That's why I keep coughing.
Leaving so soon? What a busy fellow. See you soon. I'm here if you ever need to chat.
Can I have the chip, please?
Oh, you want my map data chip? Interesting. You have a good eye, but are a bit too impulsive. Once the chip is removed, our destinies will be undone. Bring me 400 Jin. Let me make a copy for you. It'll be our little secret. You don't have enough. Reality is harsh. Fear not, our bond goes beyond ordinary friendship. Go raise money. I'll be here waiting for you.
How much do I have? Almost 300. Okay. Piano Man I kind of know. Again, I haven't practiced in a super long time. I would have to like look up the chords and shit. The vital sanctums are ready. New Kunlun is going dormant. All services in the Empyrean district have ended. All passengers should report to the Enlightenment Sanctum. During the long interstellar journey, Solarian passengers could seek comfort in the various life and entertainment facilities in the Empyrean district.
Whoa!
you doing, Arkman? I should really play this game. It looks so good. It's very fun. During long interstellar journeys, Solarian passengers could seek comfort in the various entertainment facilities in the Empyrean district. Stress-relieving agents were added to all food and drink in the district in order to maintain the emotional stability of all passengers. So they were drugged. Oh!
I feel like Sharganchuk is low-key misogynist, and that's why Birdo regrets marrying him. And their sex was always really vanilla, and Birdo never got enough out of their bedroom time, and that's why she started fooling around. Like, I bet Sharganchuk doesn't eat pussy. He refuses. He thinks it's demeaning. He demands blowjobs, but he never goes down on Birdo, probably.
Is Chargin' Chuck the football guy? They're married? Canonically?
And Sharganchuk doesn't even, like, consider Birdo's needs. Has the kind of guy to just plow away at full speed, and he doesn't ask Birdo what feels good or whatever. Also, he mouth breathes during sex. I also feel like Sharganchuk refuses to wear a condom.
I agree. I agree on everything that you just said. However, you yourself are being incorrect in this moment, because I'll have you know that her name is not Birdo. Okay? I'll have you know that her name is not Birdo. It's Birdetta. Okay? It's the name that she chose. She chose to be Birdetta. So this whole time, while you're sitting here talking about Chargin' Chuck being
like
a misogynist,
that kind of guy. And then Hess like,
and then you
why
interrupted
doesn't
me.
Birdo fuck me anymore? Also, Sharganchuk has definitely stuck his pinky in his ass once while wanking, and
Agreed.
afterwards he was like, wait, am I gay? And he got really paranoid, and never lets any sexual stuff happen to his ass ever since.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, while you're sitting here being like, Chargin' Chuck is a misogynist, Chargin' Chuck is so bad, you yourself are being transphobic by dead naming Birdo. Their name isn't Birdo, it's Birdetta. They are Birdetta. That's their name. That's the name they chose. They chose to be Birdetta. They are Birdetta. Don't dead name Birdetta. It's Birdetta. Come on, be better, guys. Be better. Ooh, I almost touched the grass. Well. All right. Time to get back there. I don't think it's possible to not touch the grass there, honestly. Or Chargin' Chuck. Or Birdetta. They should break up. That way Chargin' Chuck can improve. Be better. Chase his little homosexual dreams. Fuck Chargin' Chuck? Well, that's the problem, is that Birdetta is. Birdetta deserves better. Okay. This should give me enough? It did. It gave me more than enough. It gave me 600. Whoa. Wood. So is that what the nobles have become? I came down here and I definitely should have. This was a mistake. I made a mistake. I did bad. I should have went and bought the map. Please be a shortcut right down to where I need you to be. Ooh, okay. Charge and Chuck in a Hammer Bro would make a cute couple, though. I agree. Charge and Chuck needs to just accept that he is gay, and being welcomed into the queer community will do a lot for him, you know? Yeah, therapy for sure.
I know you come back for it. That's the kind of person you are. Yeah, that's how it's done. Here, take it, it's yours.
Nice. Oh, I have to go up before I go down. If you're all of the same model, why do you all talk so differently?
You, Solarians, all talk the same?
Is that a fair comparison?
Go ask people who made us.
If I could, I wouldn't be asking you. So, is that just this zone that doesn't include over here? No, it does not. Okay. Okay. Wow, I found 2 out of 5 in this area, huh? There's 5 things in this small... Oh, I guess there is a down that I couldn't go to. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder if I could have gone over there. Meh. It's fine. How you doing, Dre? Yeah, I don't like American Dad. I'm not a fan of American Dad personally, but I'm also not a fan of Family Guy. I don't think that any of them are funny. I think that American Dad might be funnier only because of Roger the Alien. And because it doesn't rely on references as much. But even then, like, it's incredibly close. Like, they're both bad. They're just very bad. I do not like either of them. No shame if you do, whatever, man. But I don't find them funny. Just saying, you've never seen Drew and Goku in the same room? True! I think there's a ghoul in here. Oh, I can break those. Oh, they grow back, though. Seth MacFarlane has a very specific sense of humor. I actually liked the Cleveland Show the most. I don't think I've ever seen the Cleveland Show beyond, like, 1 episode, maybe. I can't really say confidently on that one. Oh, they don't die. Interesting. Okay, I wanted to see if the talisman would kill them. It did not. The theme song for it hits, though, for sure. The only part I remember of it is, "My name is Cleveland Brown." That's it. That's all I got. But I remember it being good. Nice. Okay. Weird. Spikes grow on his body. Finished all my work so I can sleep in and do my coding homework and test today? Hell yeah. The first season wasn't great, but it gets really funny. It definitely has its moments I've laughed most at. I like other... I think I like every single other, like, adult humor show more than the ones by Seth MacFarlane. Because I enjoyed... I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember really enjoying Futurama. I really liked BoJack Horseman. That's probably my favorite one. I really, really like BoJack. The list goes on. I think the only one that might be worse, in my opinion, might be Disenchanted. But the first season was really good. After that, it very much died off. But the first season was really fucking good. I like Disenchanted. I really liked the first season. I don't think it's bad, necessarily, but I definitely didn't enjoy it. I think I still like it more than the Seth MacFarlane ones. But it's just very, it's aight. You know? It's aight. I haven't really seen much of South Park. I also haven't seen that much of Bob's Burgers. Those are very much holes. In this regard for me. I remember really enjoying Archer back in the day, but I don't know if I still would. That might have died off with time. Every time I try an adult cartoon, I think it's not very funny, but the bits I've seen from Bob's Burgers make me chuckle. See, it's like, why would I rewatch, or why would I watch Bob's Burgers when I can rewatch BoJack Horseman for the 80th time? BoJack Horseman is the only show that has managed to make me depressed and laugh in the same beat. Oh, now it's going down. I didn't want to go down. Okay. Dang, tried something new. Didn't work. Nice. Okay. What? Penglai Recipe Collection. A Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Schwan. An advanced recipe collection for professional chefs. The warning on the cover asks amateurs to have firefighting equipment at hand when attempting any of the recipes within. Hello. Part 2. Log entry. The deceased broke into a restaurant to steal food. Upon failing to find any, he committed suicide due to mental illness. No, that's not it. Why won't it record what I'm saying? We got an order to execute another one of those crazy bastards, except the thing is, they weren't crazy at all. He made some strange noises, but I knew what he was saying, including the part where we'll all become monsters. When the pustules started to appear, he killed himself right in front of me. It's not possible. He must have been lying. The souls wouldn't lie to us. Oh. Is this what happens with the Qianhuo virus? I kind of want to watch the Minecraft movie knowing that it's going to be bad. I heard stories of from a podcast that I watch of apparently kids are like losing their minds in the theaters. Like it's straight up like kids throwing popcorn and stuff at the screen, like chaos. Not like they hate the movie or anything. It's just like it's kids. Oh.
My heart's entangled by the plum tree. Oh, to be loved like these dainty blossoms.
Is this supposed to be in tune with the singing? It probably is.
To live and die, vibrant and free.
No, I think it's just a movie and that's a soundtrack maybe.
I would endure pain of any degree.
You gotta sing like her.
I would endure pain of any degree.
This person's alive. Like I see them breathing.
Nuwa, Fuxi, welcome to the most glorious era. What do you think you're doing? Dabbling in these lower class pursuits?
With the wealth our family has accumulated for a millennium, we can turn this crisis into an opportunity.
Is the banquet ready? Everyone must be exhausted from getting here. Has the play started yet?
Sorry, has the play started yet?
It's been a while, Yi. Since when did you start to become a thief? Stealing soul seals is a capital offense according to council law.
Oh, has the esteemed Fang clan finally taken an interest in law? You seem to have changed a lot too, Nuwa.
Huh. To be honest, I couldn't care less about what your deal is. But my brother complained that you were disturbing our play.
I knew it. That really was Fuxi just now.
Let's make a deal. I'll let you grab what you need if you promise to leave quickly, okay? I have banquets planned for every 10 years, but thanks to your meddling, this one will have to go ahead a bit early.
Banquets? Have you not seen the state of the Empyrean district?
What? I guess you weren't there when we finished construction. The design and architecture ended up very tacky, and the restaurants were just atrocious. We should have recruited more chefs onto the island. That was our mistake on our part. But we make do with what we have. I mean, we just have to accept living in these subpar conditions, right?
I'm talking about the horrors and living corpses strewn across your district.
There are occasionally people who can't adapt to their soulscape, but there's no need to fuss over a few hooligans. Centuries have passed like this. There's nothing the gods of the Dusk Guardians can't handle. Your appearance, however, is indeed unexpected.
You really have no idea.
Excuse me. I always feel sleepy right after waking up. Well, I must take my leave. My brother and our guests are waiting. I don't care if you're here for a revenge or whatever, but you should go to your mentor Aigong instead of coming up here to bother us.
A soul seal is the greatest symbol of power in the council. Fuxi's soul seal, containing the character Bing, signifies integrity. You're telling me that the search engine Bing stands for integrity? Huh. So that was Fuxi as in the play, not as in person. The big guy wasn't Fuxi, I assume. Bells. Huh. Do you think I could play the song from before and it would do it again? It would do something? Or maybe there's a new song. I don't know the song from before. I don't remember it. So I kind of wandered off in a direction that apparently wasn't my goal. My goal was to encounter the spiritual leader person, who was over here. But I apparently have been led astray.
How are you doing, dear brother? I accidentally cut my hand a while back. I'm in poor health right now, and the wound won't heal. It hurts everywhere, and doing everything alone is so tiring. I wish you were here. Can't you come back to me? Even if it's just for a moment? Where are you? Please, won't you come back?
Oh. I'd almost forgotten what this flute sounds like.
Mason,
Yi? You came back?
Yeah. I got caught up with something. I didn't think they'd...
The disease acted quickly, as if it was all prearranged. They ascended after only a few days. It's probably for the better. Those two were inseparable.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know how you feel for missing the funeral. I wasn't even the one with the most to mourn for. Your trip home must have been really chaotic. They say the hospitals have all been totally overwhelmed.
Every house I saw was covered in white cloth. When I looked down, the ground was covered in these white fungal flowers. The whole of Penglai will end up like this soon. It's as if the disease is depriving us of color itself.
Really? I think this sea of flowers is quite pretty. It's as if everyone's returning to their original colors after their suffering ends.
No talk nonsense. There's nothing pretty about corpses. This was an expected outcome, but the Qianhuo is slowly growing out of control. If necessary, we'll have to shift the whole schedule forward by...
Yi, I know you don't like hearing about this, but could this just be about our destiny? I think that this has a simple explanation. After eons of borrowing from Penglai, it's simply time for us to pay it back. Creation and destruction, we were never meant to interfere.
Are you feeling okay? It's like you're a different person today.
No, I never changed. Listen to me, Yi. Mom and Dad didn't really leave. I can feel it. Xuanhuo is just a transition. It's not the end. Life and death are one. When the end comes, we won't disappear. We'll just return to heaven and earth. As long as we have lived, Tao will remember everything.
I've heard enough.
No, let me finish. If I pass on one day, please promise to not mourn for me.
Liv, I said that's enough. You're not going anywhere, and I'm never going to let you end up like Mom and Dad. Give me some time. Your new life on New Kunlun will be 1,000,000 times better. I will come back to pick you up once everything is ready.
Okay.
Don't dwell too much on it. Solarians are more resilient than you think. If we're united under one cause, nothing can destroy us. We will persevere.
Oh.
Oh. So that was on Penglai, not here. So I imagine this place is just modeled off of there. Modeled to look like there. Oh. And it's also a graveyard, but a vastly different one. Okay. Hi. A lot just happened. This whole game looks so pretty. This game is very good. I'm having a very good time. I saw it with my mini. A bunch of teenagers filled the theater and screamed lines from the movie. Then at the end, they chanted "Chicken Jockey" at the top of their lungs while throwing giant buckets of popcorn all over. It was something. My daughter was so confused. It was funny, but honestly, I was annoyed. I couldn't actually watch the movie. Yeah, that's fair. I think that if kids enjoy the movie, then the Minecraft movie is a good movie. It achieved its goal. While it might not be good for us adults, the movie wasn't made for us. It was made for the kids. So, while it could be a better movie and be good for adults as well, be good for the whole family, I think as long as the kids enjoy it, it achieved its goal. Okay. Who's doing secret messages? What do you mean? All that being said, there was no way that you watched those trailers and thought that that movie was going to be good. There's absolutely no shot. It was very obvious that that movie is what it is. Which, again, it's not made for us. Elevator. Hi, you're new. Okay. I feel as though a woman. Ba 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 dee 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 dee. Hey hey beep dee 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 dee. Hey hey. I feel as though that area is probably leading towards the boss of this zone, but I don't want to fight the boss of this zone. I was aiming for the spiritual person, but I don't know. I don't know where I was meant to go, if not here. Hi. What does this do? Oh, I see. I want to check a look back at the spiritual area and see what I've missed. Because, again, I feel as though this is... Well, I can do all this, and I'm not saying that I can't. I feel as though I was very much meant to be over there, so I want to go there first. Can I add an emote just because I really want it? We have another version of it, but the one that I want is perfect. You can add it and we'll judge. And we'll see if we should remove the other one. I think you'll like this book.
Let me see. 2 sky peppers, 1 caddy of fish rice. Oh, this is a recipe.
Not just any old recipe. It's a collection of recipes from the best chefs on Penglai.
I get it now. This is just a way for you to complain about the food I make. Those recipes seem a little over the top. I mean, carve a radish into the shape of a dragon? That's not gonna make it taste better.
Traditional aristocratic cooking emphasizes both flavor and presentation.
Is this what you used to eat?
Not really. I came from a Taoist family, and we made do with simple meals.
What? You did all that explaining and then you tell me you've never had any of this before?
That may be true, but we still had a lot of choices.
What's the best dish you've ever had in your life? I might be able to make it.
That'd be a phoenix egg fried rice using leftover rice. I forget how long it's been since I've had it.
You should have told me earlier. Egg fried rice is easy. I'll make some for you next time.
You're telling me an egg fried this rice? I think you're better off not trying. I'd prefer to keep those delicious memories intact.
Poogie arrive. I would like it to be renamed, but it can stay. Also, Quack, you don't need to ask. You can add emotes of whatever. If we don't like them, we can remove them later. If you're chilling in someone else's channel and you see an emote that you enjoy, you can just add it. I'm not gonna like sit here and fucking micromanage you. It's fine. You can do whatever you want, man. And then if we hate it later, we can remove it. It's fine. I am now at 2,600. Yeah, that's good. Oh, you don't need to watch this. I wasn't even here for 2 hours and still tired of my shit. I get it. I'm sorry that you're exhausted, Vic. What have you been doing? Studying? I think you said earlier, but I forgot. As I do. As I'm known to do. As I'm known to do. So. There was like a big old door somewhere. Where was that? I think it was over here. Yeah. Did I have to do something with that? There's also a path over to the right that I never went to. Oops. I wonder if I'm gonna get like a downward smash ability or something. I found out some shit about a family member that I'm really close with and had to be there for them. Oof. I'm sorry, man. It's been draining, but hopefully we can help them get better. Hopefully. I'm glad that they have you. You know, I really appreciate how CB doesn't yell. They were the only streamer I could watch during my headache time. I never yell. I've never yelled once. Not once. Never, ever. Nope. Zero yelling here. Has you on 6%. I haven't yelled a single time. Never ever. Oh. Oh, do I have to turn it on and then use those thingies? Oh. So I gotta lead the cock and balls over to there. Okay. And that opens up this path. Okay. Fuck! Okay, well. I think CB basically has their mic normalized, so it doesn't leave a certain range, no matter if they're yelling or not. CB's microphone functions the exact same as my microphone because I'm the one that made their microphone sound like that. Oh, wow. Where was I just then? Not a small distance, honestly. Drew works very hard. Drew tries. Wait, what? Oh, did I just... I think I just did this. Yeah. I don't remember these guys, though. But yeah, their mic works the same way as mine. Never reaches a volume level where it hurts my head. Why do you think my microphone volume should be lowered? Because my limit is -3, which it is hitting right now. It's actually at about -4 or something. I don't know. No, I just think you're a loud boy. I mean, yeah. I've never yelled. Oh! Hi. Well, that sucks. Okay. Drew tries his best and he mostly succeeds, mostly. They mostly come at night. Mostly. I'll turn it down a little bit. I'm down. How do upward compressors work again? Is threshold pushing up or threshold pushing down? I don't know. Let's experiment, chat. I'm gonna make a constant noise. It's gonna be... okay, that's pulling down. Alright, so I need it to be... If it was at -15 before, it needs to be at, like... let's put it at -17. Alright, how's that look while I'm talking normally? I am speaking normally right now. I am speaking at a normal volume level. This is a normal volume level. I'm going to turn it down to 18. Alright, that's probably good. So now if I talk normal, it's still kind of getting up there, but then if I start muttering, if I start talking real low, it's still not too low. It's fine. It's fine. That's good. Turn it down a little bit. Just an ounce. While we're here, I feel like this could be a little brighter. Just an ounce. Just add an ounce. Can you teach me how to do that through a YouTube video that I'll edit? Yeah, sure. After I finish doing the 5 million other things that I have to do right now. Yeah, sure. I already juggle a lot. It's hard to justify making... When already doing so much, it's hard to justify making tutorials that I don't necessarily want to make. Dang. Yeah. Need to fix my mic settings? Come over here. Wow. Hang on. So here's what you need, alright? Here's how you set up a mic, okay? Here's how you do it, okay? Now, the first thing that you need to know when setting up a mic... Here, hang on. I'm gonna fucking... Hang on, wait a second. Hang on, wait. Pause that. Turn on this. Better music. Alright, here's the first thing... Oops. Here's the first thing you need when you're setting up a microphone, okay? Here it is, alright? Here's the first thing you need to know. Gain, fucking bad, okay? You might think that it's good. Gain does not equal volume. Gain is bad. I have this here because my microphone is actually incredibly quiet, okay? But gain, and if I turn it up, my mixer starts peaking because I have a very bad mixer, okay? Gain is fucking stinky, okay? Stay away from it. You can use it a little bit if you really want to, but stay away from it. Gain is fucking stinky, okay? It's bad. Alright, now that you know that. Noise gates. Noise gates cut out your background noise. That's basically the simple way to put it. What you want to go get is you want to go get a thing called Reaper. It's a Reaper plugin. You want to get it because it looks like this, but you don't necessarily need it. OBS has it by default. But it doesn't have it like this. This is just a better version of it. It's called Reaper plugins. Just Google Reaper plugins OBS, you'll find it. This is the Re-Gate. It's basically the only thing I use from them. It's just a noise gate, but better. It just cuts out audio. If I stop talking... See that little green bar there? That's my computers. So I have it at negative 43 because that's what works for me. All right, now that we're past that. Now all your background noise is gone. No more background noise. Oops, all gone. Now you want compressors. Now there's three different kinds of compressors. There's 3 versions of compressors. There is a standard compressor, there is audio ducking, and there is upward compressors. Slobs is horrible, don't use it. So firstly, normal compressors. Basically what a compressor does is it takes all your it takes audio. Let's say that if we take audio, right? Let me go boom, boom, boom. If this is 0 and this is max, right? Basically, without a compressor, your audio looks something like this. And then this is like a quiet bit. Right? This is your waveform of like the volume that you're speaking. Basically, what a compressor does is it takes this and it takes all of these loud bits, all of these loud bits that are much louder than everything else, and it crunches them down, and it makes your audio more level. For some cases, this is very bad. For example, in music production, this is often viewed as bad. So in certain aspects, this is a bad thing. However, we're not in music production. We're on a live stream. So you want to crunch that down a little bit so that your audio is more around these. It's more around this line where it's more equal. And that's what a compressor does, is it takes those very loud bits and it pushes them down. So your goal here is to get your loud bits pulled down. So whenever you're yelling, your goal is to take it so that it doesn't peak, basically. It crunches down your audio to make things more level. So for me, I have two of these. I have a compressor that is at -12. So if my voice ever gets above -12, it starts pulling my voice down. The second that I get above -12, I am being pulled down because I'm becoming too loud. Then I have a second compressor that is hyper aggressive. If I ever go above -3, if I ever go above -6, then I start being pulled down so aggressively that I can't be there, right? This is because I'm reaching a level that is peaking, because if you go above 0, you are peaking. So basically, to explain this compressor menu, here's how it works, right? Threshold is the moment that it starts pulling down. So your threshold, whenever it gets above your set value here, that's when the compressor activates. That's when it turns on. Anytime that your audio is below the threshold, the compressor isn't doing anything. It's not working. The ratio is how much it is pulling down when it gets past that ratio, or when it gets past that threshold. So when it passes -12, it is pulling down 2. So basically, every decibel that it is above -12 is cut in half. That is an extremely simplistic way to say that. So if I am hitting -0 without the compressor, with the compressor it is now -6. It's basically taking that and it's cutting it in half. That is an extremely kind of incorrect but simplistic way to explain it. Attack is how fast it enables. Release is how fast it lets go. I have two of these. One that is hyper aggressive because I never want to go past -3. -3 is my absolute limit, and you can see that through a limiter that I have here. I have a limiter at the very end because yes, your ordering does matter. It goes from top to bottom. If all else fails and I'm hitting somewhere above -0 or whatever, I have this in place to cut me. So I will not pass -0 or -3, right? That way I don't peak. And even then I still peak sometimes. But it makes it so that it's not absolute. Then there's an upward compressor. This is the third type of compressor, right? This basically does the opposite of a standard compressor. Rather than pulling down, upward compressors pull up. So, for example, if I turn off my upward compressor, you can hear that my volume probably just got significantly lower. If I start kind of whispering a little bit and start getting real quiet, you can hear that I'm starting to get down there. But if I turn on the upward compressor, I'm talking quietly, but I'm being pulled back up. So even though you can still hear my volume level of me being quiet, I'm being pulled up so that you can still hear me at a volume that is somewhat like the rest of my volume. Let's do that again where I turn it off. I am back down. So I'm about in the -20 range right now, and while I'm talking quietly. But if I turn on the upward compressor now, it is back to the volume that I was at before, as if I was talking normally. So it keeps the tone, but it retains the audio. It retains the volume, rather. Upward compressor, again, is kind of the exact opposite of the standard compressor, because instead of pulling down, it is pulling up. So it functions the same way, It functions the same way where it only activates after this threshold. It is only activated once my audio goes past, or rather, it goes below -18. When it goes below -18, that is when it is turned on. Ratios are a lot smaller here. You can see that it only goes up to 1. The ratio is a lot smaller here than where it is elsewhere. And then attack and release work the same way. I have no idea what knee width is. Don't ask me. I have zero idea. None. Basically, all of this is just play with it. What I would recommend is open up a recording software, be that Audacity or just through OBS, and without any filters turned on, any changes at all whatsoever, record yourself saying something. Do it multiple ways, where you will record it. Like, let's say your line for recording is subscribe to Drew Sunn with Twitch Prime, right? So you say it normal, you record it saying, you record something like this. Subscribe to Drew Sunn with Twitch Prime. Subscribe to Drew Sunn with Twitch Prime. Subscribe to Drew Sunn with Twitch Prime! You record it like that. And then you make a media source on OBS, and you play that media, you make sure it's on loop. You loop that media source, and then you listen to it. You set it so that you can hear it, right? Then start fucking with all of these audio settings. Fucking with all these filters. Put the filters on that audio clip that you are now listening to actively, and start fucking with all of these settings and figuring out what works for you. Because you now have an audio clip that is just you talking, so that you know exactly what you sound like, right? So fuck with it there, get something that you think sounds good, and then copy those filters and paste it onto your microphone. Now your microphone will sound like that. There are also other things in here. You can see that I have a move filter. This is for my audio effect. If I click this on, you can hear that I'm... That's a move filter thing. That's a move plugin. That's for the voice effect redeem. I've also fucked with EQs, but I found that with my microphone in particular, doing stuff like this makes me sound boxy, and I don't like that. So I don't fuck with it because I like having a natural sound. But you can fuck with those if you want. Do all that if you want. But the things that you should fuck with the most is compressors. And then, if you want to go further than that, one step further is now you know how compressors work. You just fucked with compressors. You can do the same shit on your gameplay. Here's a compressor that's pulling down loud audio. Here's a limiter that doesn't allow it to go above -10. This is on gameplay. Yeah, you can see how many compressors I use. This is the compressor that's on my microphone. So right now, let's go to cable A, actually. This is my gameplay one. Let's go to cable A, which is where the music is being played through right now. Here's cable A, right? I have my microphone on an audio ducking source, right? Let's get music that is... I'm warning you that I'm about to turn music that is going to be decently loud. I am warning you. We're going to turn on... let's do this one. Now, when I start talking, you can hear the audio of this song go down drastically. You hear that? As I start talking, it starts going down so that you can hear me. Even though the music is still the same volume, I haven't touched the volume slider, it gets pulled down drastically. When I stop talking, it'll start to pull back up. But if I turn off the compressor, you can hear that it just stays at that volume all the time. Now it's just here. Now it's just at this volume, and there's nothing that changes it. It's just here. And that's how compressors work. Focus on your microphone for now, but you are actively fucking with the thing that lets you do audio ducking, which is magic. And that's audio. And that's how you get a good sounding microphone. Also other shit, you know, like spending money on a decent microphone and buying a mixer and so on and so forth. There's so much more that you can go into there. Like I said, I have a very cheap mixer. I have a Yamaha MG06X, MG06X. I have this. It was like $100-something bucks, but I hate it. I absolutely hate this mixer. And when I bought it, Elgato announced their version like a year later. It was real unfortunate. I very much would have rather bought that. But it is what it is. Okay, I was making sure it worked. That's how audio works. And CB has the same stuff that I have, once again, because CB is, because I helped set up CB's audio. So if you like the way the audio sounds on my or CB stream, it's kind of the same thing, just a little different because we have different microphones. But yeah. I always forget that that's there. I added audio ducking to my stream because I like that you do it here. The audio ducking makes a big difference. It makes it so that audio ducking makes it so that you no longer, usually every single time you boot open a video game, you have to change around the audio. If done correctly, it completely removes that need. And from there, it's because it's not going to be like too loud. All you have to worry about is it being too quiet. But upward compressors can fix that if you really want. Wow. I could just potentially copy your settings. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I say all the time, y'all are, any of you are free to steal my Steam stuff, like, or my stream stuff, rather. Not my Steam stuff. My Steam stuff is mine. Like, earlier today, CB was doing, stream support stuff. They were remaking redeems and stuff in, StreamerBot. And I just gave them a bunch of assets. Like, I gave them, a lot of stuff. Because it's like, go for it. You can steal stuff from me. Like, I want you to, honestly. Like, whatever brings your stream to a quality that is amazing, to the degree where people want to watch you like crazy, steal it. Go for it. Just don't forget me when you're famous. Dang. Good night, Icky. I love you. Mwah! I've talked about it before, without naming names. Sometimes with naming names. There's so many streams out there that look horrible. Like, from even, like, the biggest streamers on the platform. Like, there's so many that look so bad. And it's not really that difficult to learn how to make a good stream. Like, there's so many resources out there, available to help with that process. So many creators out there to help with that process. And it's like, especially if this is like your primary source of income and stuff, it's like, why wouldn't you put care into what you're doing? Why not try to achieve good quality. Like, I get that that it's like, oh, because I don't have to, right? Like, I get that, but why not strive for greatness, you know? Like, greatness doesn't just have to do with money and view count. Like, greatness is quality as well, so why not, you know? There's about to be an ad. Oh, I see. Oh, I missed one. Dang. When I started to notice a trend of more effort equals less reward, my chat seemed to enjoy when I did chill normal streams way more than when I did high effort events. I think it all depends. I mean, I also like, I'm also of the opinion of, like... And this is a controversial one, I feel. Thank you for the follow, Juan Huey 41. How you doing, dog? I stream Thursday through Sunday at 10 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do a bunch of events. I make content on different platforms. I do a lot. I missed the last one. That sucks. Join my Discord. If you join my Discord, you can keep up with everything that I do in one place. It's the content hub of everything. You don't gotta talk. There's a channel specifically made for you keeping up with stuff. So, do what you gotta do, alright? Finishing my thought, as I was saying. I think it also depends on what the event is. Like, speaking personally, Debbie, to use something that you and I did together, I fucking loved the Hollow Knight event. I thought the Hollow Knight event was very, very good. I think I liked the way that turned out, despite despite the kinks that we ran into. I think that turned out very well. I think that event was a YouTube event. Because in my opinion, and again, this is a controversial one, I believe that if there isn't a live element to the event, or your stream even, anything, if there isn't a live element, then you shouldn't be live. That is very much my opinion. If you don't have something that is the live element of what you're doing, then you shouldn't be live. Like, that should be a YouTube thing at that point. Because you can do so much more with a YouTube thing, production-wise, than you can a live thing. And I know you disagree with that a little bit, Debbie, because I know that you prefer streaming and you don't want to do YouTube stuff. And I get that. That's fine. But, like, that's very much a perspective that I have in relation to streaming. If there isn't a reason... And I didn't always have this opinion. This is something that I gained over time. If there isn't an actual, tangible, live element to the content that you are making, then you should not be live. That should be a YouTube thing, or that should be a podcast thing, podcast platforms, or whatever the fuck, wherever it fits better. Because, like, in reality, with content creation, or rather with live streaming in particular, the part that makes live streaming such a attractive medium is the interaction. That's what people like. People like the interaction. People like to interact. People like interactivity. So, like, if interactivity and stuff like that isn't an active element, then I don't think you should be live for that, because that's not what people come to Twitch for. People don't come to Twitch to just watch a thing. People come to Twitch to interact with a thing. At least 9 times out of 10. There's a lot of people who go watch like Hassan and just sit there and watch Hassan, and that's fine, but that's what his content is made for. And I think that that's just how that goes when you're at that scale. But even Hassan and whatever the fuck other big streamer you want to name, Pokimane or fucking, I don't know, even they interact with their chat to some degree. It's just not to the same level of something like a small streamer like I am, or so on and so forth, you know? Moji Food, thank you for the follow. Stream Thursday through Sunday, 10 p.m. EST. Come by anytime. I also make a bunch of content in other places. I run events. I do a bunch of stuff. Join my Discord. It's a content hub. You can keep up with everything that I do in one place. Easy peasy. You don't gotta talk. Just join. There's a channel for it. There's roles for it. You get the idea. You probably already heard me say it. I think you're correct. I think the event would have been better as a YouTube series. I just don't enjoy making YouTube content. I prefer the interactivity of a live streaming. Without that element, I wouldn't do it. That's fair. That's completely fair. I view YouTube as... I think that YouTube content can be done in 2 different ways. Let me strike YouTube from the record. I think that content that isn't on Twitch can be done in 2 different ways. And even then, Twitch works like this for other platforms as well. It's either that content is there to be there, or that content is there to push to somewhere else. So I think that, from my perspective, Devi, I think that you doing YouTube in any way, be that a podcast like you were doing or anything else, I think that that pushes people to your Twitch channel, because the Twitch is your passion, the Twitch is what you want to do, the stream is what you want to do. You doing YouTube is busy work. That isn't what you want. You don't want to do that. It is busy work in order to push people to Twitch, in order to make Twitch more successful and sustainable. That is kind of how the VOD channel works for me, which is weird to say because people are watching this VOD right now, odds are. I don't, like, super enjoy running the VOD channel. It's not, like, something that I look forward to, of making thumbnails for the VOD channel. But I do it because it is upkeep. It is something that keeps this stream tangible, and it ideally pushes people to the Twitch channel to interact here, or allows people on the Twitch channel to keep up with stuff so that they can continue watching the streams, or they just enjoy the content over there more than watching it live because they can't. Or they just prefer it. You know, oh, that's fine. Like, whatever the reason is. But, like, the VOD channel isn't, like, my pride and joy, you know? And it would be the same thing if I was making tutorial content like Quack wants me to make. If I started making tutorials, I'm not making tutorials because I want to make tutorials. If I had the time to do it, it would be making tutorials for pushing people to the Twitch channel and stuff like that. It has nothing to do, that is not in any way my pride and joy. In reality nowadays, like, I like streaming, I love streaming, but, like, my enjoyment in content creation is the video essays. I want the video essays to be successful. That's really the only thing that I care about. Twitch-wise, me streaming is just me hanging out, in reality. It's the way that I play video games. It makes it so that I can play these video games and enjoy them in a different way, and finish them. I would not be finishing as many games as I am if I wasn't streaming. So me with the community and y'all, right? Like, it's us just hanging out and having fun. Like, I couldn't care less if we have 500 viewers right now or if we have 20 viewers right now. I could not give a shit less of how this stream is doing performance-wise. Do not care. That's why I don't do titles anymore, because I fucking don't care about how performance-wise these streams are doing. I just want to hang out with y'all, and if y'all want to hang out with me, that's alright too. That's cool. That's cool. I'm down. So I don't know. That's my outlook of Twitch now, and I haven't cared about numbers on Twitch for quite a while. It's just like, I'm just hanging out, you know? I didn't want to invest time and effort into learning video editing while I was already so focused on learning other skills. That's why I told Deontay if he wanted to make YouTube content out of my streams, he could have 75% of the YouTube income, because I wasn't ever going to do it myself, and I figured I'd let someone else try to benefit from it if they wanted. Instead of learning video editing, I learned the entirety of Unreal Engine 5. I still, to this day, think that, and I told Aravan this too, when y'all like first started doing this stuff. I wholeheartedly think that y'all should be making content out of your journey of making these games. I wholeheartedly think that, if not live streaming, then videos of like little like weekly updates of like, hey, we did this, this is how we did it, so on and so forth. Like, I wholeheartedly think that that could be entertaining to watch, and people would enjoy seeing that journey of you guys learning and forming these games and stuff. Like, people like to see the rags to riches, you know? People like to see the journey. So I really think that y'all should be doing that. But again, it's like, it's your decision. It's your life. You do you. I'm not like upset that you're not like, hey, fuck you for not making stuff for me to enjoy. Like, you do you do what you want. You do it the way that you want. I've been making content for a long time, and when you're doing something for 10 years, like I have, you start to gain opinions. And some of those opinions are like, hey, if your stream looks like poop, fuck you. And others are like, do whatever you want, man. It's really 50-50 of where the opinions end up. And sometimes you gotta say hey, your stream looks like poop, fuck you, but in a nice way. And that's really hard to do. And when you're doing something for this long, you start to learn a thing or two, and it's the whole thing. I just released my first pre-alpha internally, and I do intend to provide access to some of the content now that I actually have something to show. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Stream looks like poop? Fuck you. No, it doesn't. My stream looks great because it's the best stream on all the platforms. Anyways, now that we're done yapping, I'm going to make a marker so that the yapping has a marker of when it stopped. Secret Mural 1. Yin Jifu. First of the three great sages battled alongside Lear, led the Feng Shi to Kunlun, and established a research complex. He led hundreds of researchers and devoted his life to Feng Shi technology. Okay. So he was kind of the lead scientist. Even though he fought alongside Lear, who stopped technology from advancing. That's very interesting. Lear's three great laws sent shockwaves throughout the entire scientific community. Top scholars all over Penglai, enamored by his abilities and ideals, clamored to him, forming an international scientific alliance and the predecessor to the Feng Shi Guild. Among the scholars in the alliance, none were as brilliant or had the ear of Lear as much as the Chan Kingdom's top scientist, Yin Jifu. After the Feng Shi Guild was formed, he became Lear's right-hand man. I am confused. If embracing Taoism made it so that technology was no longer advancing because of the three great laws, why was there a lead scientist who established a research complex? I don't understand. I am the director of the Feng Shi Guild's Kunlun Research Complex, Sojourner Yin Jifu. Yeah, Vic does a bunch. Vic has made a couple, or rather has done a couple of game jams and stuff. I played one of their games on stream not too long ago. Vic good bean too. I feel like the third's gotta be over here. How would I get there? I'll have to get over there and figure it out. Let's head... Yeah, let's just go over there.
How are you doing, dear brother? Peace Day is coming up. Lear Day is also coming up. The few of us still around are planning to celebrate the festival as usual. I visited a few of our neighbors and discovered something. Those that have lost more family members tend to present more abundant offerings. Fortunately, our meals have always been simple, so I don't have to worry much. Thanks to the peach tree Dad planted when you were born, we were able to make sweet peach blossom wine almost every year. 4 dishes, 1 soup, and a bottle of fine wine. A meal for the whole family.
Enough. We won't change our minds. We're not going with you, and neither will Hang.
Don't you ever put her in harm's way again. Wasn't the last time trouble enough?
Honey, wait. Can we have an exchange that lasts more than... You should really know better at your age. Stop being so stubborn with your mother.
Sun.
Are you leaving, Yi? Won't you stay for dinner?
Were you listening?
I didn't hear everything, but I got the gist, more or less.
I doubt any of us will be able to eat dinner without spitting it back out in another quarrel.
Don't be upset. Today is a day of celebration.
I thought Lear Day was next month.
Not that. They finally made you a soul after all the years you put into the council. Isn't that worthy of a big celebration?
Forget it. It's not something to celebrate as far as Mom and Dad are concerned. They won't even listen to my plans. The entire world is desperate for a space on the island. With the Qianhuo upon us, why would anyone choose to stay and await death?
There's a group of Taoists who believe that we should accept this arrangement and return to Penglai soil.
Those Taoists are just a bunch of deluded fanatics.
Maybe, but it's been our faith since the era of Pizzagate began. You believe science is the answer, but for others, inaction is the truth.
Truth? The Feng Shi Guild started off as a scientific organization. Lear was a scientist long before all this superstitious Taoist drivel. Forget it. Trust me. One day, you will all understand. With my plan, we'll not only ensure our survival, but also create a new paradise.
Of course, I've
滚走扳手。
always believed in you, Yi. But all that aside, are you really not staying? Remember the peach blossom wine we made last year? I waited a whole year just for a chance to try it with you.
We'll do that next time. My mentor is waiting on my report, so I have to hurry back. We're in a race against time right now.
no確定ない。
Really? When's the next time?
Just soon. I won't be long. Take good care of yourself and help me convince Mom and Dad.
Okay. Then I'll keep the wine sealed. We'll try it when you come back next time. hatch of wine is still sealed. Who knows how many years now? Our yard is always strewn with flower petals during this time of year. With the four of us, if the four of us could sit together again under the peach tree in the yard, drinking wine as we chat about this and that, I'm sure it wouldn't be that far off from your paradise.
Okay. Never found the map for this zone. That's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that that exists. I wonder if this guy is going to be the last of the dudes. Oh, also, Debbie, I wanted to mention, I haven't played it yet, so it's not a recommendation in that way. It's more of a, this game looks interesting to me, and I think that it might be both of our stees. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's on Game Pass. Blue Prince. It's spelled Prince like Prince Debbie, but obviously it's a double meaning. But Blue Prince. It's something that I'm very much looking into. It seems like it's a rogue-like light, don't know, Metroidvania game like Outer Wilds and Tunic and so on and so forth. So I haven't played it yet, so it's not a recommendation in that way because I don't know. I am going to. I look forward to it. But it very much seems in that fashion. Oh, there's a gap there now. Can I get back up? I can. I also still need... Oh. I also still need to play Chance of Sonar. I need to get Tunic another shot. I got so many. I got so many games that I need to go for, but... How much going on, man? Oh yeah, also, have a good lurk, Josie. Josie Goodbean, everybody. Josie also a streamer. Josie is also a streamer. All of you should go follow Josie. They are a rabbit VTuber. A bunny VTuber. Bunny girl. I can't do that, okay. Still gotta play Little Guardsman, yeah. What time is it? Okay. I'm gonna have to stop soon because I gotta do workouts. I think I'm gonna try... Oh, what? Throw bombs? That's new. Now you're dead. Dang it! Oh wait, isn't this beneficial to me? Because now I can... Did I not look at that before? Did I just immediately go down and not acknowledge that that door was closed? Or was it just not closed before? I think it wasn't closed before. I don't know. I'm gonna do this first. Currently, I have a growing list going. Obviously, it starts with this game and Mother. But then after that, I have a list of to-dos of games that are coming out that I want to get to. It was going to be Everhood 2 immediately once one of these is finished. But CB and I are in negotiations in a way of them playing Everhood. With me doing a similar thing that we did with Outer Wilds where I'm voice acting. So I might wait on Everhood 2 until after that. but I don't know when that's happening. We don't have like a go date right now. Hey, man. Josh was listening to you while you were talking about content while we were eating sandwiches. Thank you for your service. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? This is important. This is there is wrong answers. There is no correct answer, but there is wrong answers. What's your favorite sandwich? I see. So I could drop there, but I don't think there's a way back up, so I should go this way first. Other than, like, the way that I just got up, I guess. Whoa. Just played ad break now twice? That's never happened. Why did that happen? Whoa. Is it just gonna do 2 ads in a row? Okay. I can't use my bug to get this right? No. I think bug can only do red. I wonder if I'm gonna get like a triple jump or something. But like, wait, can I activate that with bug? No. I think I'd have to go fully around? I don't know. Oh, I guess... Oh, I see. I see why that's there. I can only activate this once. So that makes it vertical. This makes it horizontal. I get it. I see why it's here. Okay. So I'm going to go back to where I was and get that chest that I missed before. Which was... Never mind. Because I believe it's past that. Wow. Wow. That really puts a wrench in my plans. If I press that button, that makes them horizontal. Which allows me to get over here. Which is the elevator zone. So I can get back up here easily. 'Cause that's there now. But I don't know how to get where I need to go. Oh, you're all the way over here, huh? I guess let's see what's down. I didn't really do that. And it looks like I have the choice of which down to go, so I'm gonna go left, because left is always right. So where does this lead? Left goes right. You gotta turn left to go right. What? Oh, I see. Okay. That's how I got in, so if I go back... We need to watch Cars R34 again? I agree. Oh yeah, also, I didn't say, Usa, also member of Otherworld, very good bean, very close friend, go follow Usa, also bunny girl, good bean, moon bunny specifically, very good bean, go follow Usa. They're currently playing through a bunch of games, but most important to this community, Monster Hunter Wilds. They've been playing through Monster Hunter Wilds for the first time. They've been doing Final Fantasy 14 here or there. They were doing, where's my words? Where's my words? Where's my words? Where's my words? It's gone. I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's gone. No idea. That's not what I said at all, but yeah, Rule 34 cars. Is there anything from the previous 12 hours that we haven't found? Nope. Like I said during the anniversary stream of January that nobody remembers anymore because that was like 4 months ago. All my events are gonna be like, let me reword, okay. A lot of the Twitch events are gonna be smaller, so like, there's not gonna be that many reveals for 12-hour streams as much as there used to be. Because I'm putting more focus in on YouTube. I'm focusing more on YouTube stuff and perfecting that craft, because I feel as though I've already perfected streaming. I've already what we have here is already perfected. I can add to it and make it better for sure. Everything can always be better, right? But what we have is very, very fucking good already. And I don't think I need to improve what we have much. I need to fix things. There are definitely things that I need to fix. But, like, as for, like, adding to, what we have is better than 99.9% of all streamers. And the 0.1 I doubt. So it's like... So, like, I feel as though a woman... I don't need to add that much to Twitch. So so there was only a few reveals for the 12-hour, and a lot of those were like emotes that you guys already found, which I didn't even plan to do. That was just something that mainly Dumpling did, without like really asking at all. So, yeah. So it just kind of, you know. And that's kind of going to be the trend for the next one as well. It'll be like maybe 1 or 2 on-stream things, and then emotes and stuff like that, but yeah. Did you fix the arcade thingy? Nope. Nope, I haven't. You want to see my list of things that I have to fix? Here's all the things I have to fix. See all those? That's my fix list. This is my fix list. I also have different lists inside of this one of updates and new stuff and things, but that's my fix list. Yeah. I hate that Quack has done this to me. Every single time I say yeah, I think of fucking Kermit. Every single time. That's a huge kid! I can hold another jade. That means I can take off the one slot that I'm using right now. And swap it out for a 2 slot. I'll definitely remember that by the time of next week when I play this game again. I am significantly worse at these than the standard deflex. No! Man. Not your Willy. Okay, this is my last chance. And that's that. The good news is, because I'm stopping here, okay, well, maybe not. I thought the marker of my body would show me where I need to go, but it really doesn't. But I'll know. I'll know it's there. I wish this game had, like, pins or something. I don't know, man. I gotta stop here. I gotta do workouts and stuff. I don't know, man.